My rod's almost going into the water. Dude, he was destroying that thing. Oh, yes. Here we go, guys. Here we are at the spot. Flooded river conditions right now. We had a big rain come through last night, and this is a perfect time to go catfishing. I got my big new Zebco, I think it is, or no, it's Shakespeare Alpha reel right here for catfishing. Heavy 20-pound line on here on a 7-foot medium heavy rod. I got a little spinning rod right here to throw around for whatever else may be biting while I'm waiting for the catfish. And I've got my little chair right here. I've got some chicken for bait, little chicken tender things. And I got my net ready to go in case we do land that big one that we're looking for. But this is the spot. It's normally much lower than this, okay? I'm not sure what the tide is right now. I didn't even check before I came here because I knew it was going to be flooded out like this. But this is a perfect time for catfishing as opposed to any other kind of fishing, because as you can see, the water is very muddy, so it's going to be tough to catch anything else anywhere else. But catfish rely on their sense of smell, and in this muddy water, we have a chance to pull out a big one today. So I'm going to bait up the hook, and we're gonna hopefully get a big one. Here's the hook we're gonna be using today. This is a 8/0 Gamakatsu circle hook, very, very sharp. Gamakatsu is one of the highest quality hooks you can buy. Then I got about 2 foot of leader line attaching right up here to a 1 ounce slip sinker, and I have a split shot right below it to stop that thing from sliding down, because when the fish picks up the hook, that way they can run off with it without feeling the weight of this 1 ounce sinker right here. So that's the setup today. That's the best setup for big cats, and I need a 6-pound catfish to give me a citation for it and give me my 4th out of 5th citation fish of different species to achieve that Delaware Elite Angler program. And I'm very close already this early in the year. If you want to know more about that and kind of an explanation on it, I'll link the video where I talk about that down below. But other than that, we're just going to get right into fishing here, and hopefully they come out to play today. Here's the bait, little pieces of chicken. I did want to use bluegill today, but with the weather how it is right now, it's not exactly the easiest to go catch a bunch of small fish for bait. So I just said, you know what, we'll go with this today. Pulled it out of my freezer, and it's worked before, so we're gonna give it a go. Hopefully it stays on the hook well. I think it should. Haven't really had trouble with that using these before. Just gonna thread it right on the hook just like this, so it kind of sits there nicely along the bottom, and hopefully something picks that up, man. It would be a heck of a fight to get a big 6+, possibly 10+ pound catfish out of here. There are big ones that come up. Any kind of river system like this that flows out to the bay and everything has the potential for really big fish. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and jig this little white grub around on the ultralight, see if we can get into some white perch or something. That might be a hit already. That's what, 10 seconds of being out there? Something definitely picked it up. Just want to have it in my hand so it doesn't yank my rod way out there into the water. Oh, that is definitely a hit. Something's pecking at this. Sometimes these catfish are finicky and will pick it up and drop it multiple times before they go and run away with it. Sometimes it could be the smaller catfish or even the bigger ones doing that. So we don't know what we got on the end of the line right here, but something is definitely playing with it. Just had a fish surface way over there. Didn't seem too big, so I don't think it was a carp. Seemed like something like a bass or a crappie or something coming up to the top and taking something off the top there. This water should definitely be warming up, so it wouldn't surprise me if in our bass fishing adventures that we don't start getting them on buzz baits and whopper ploppers in the next month or so. This water is gradually warming up here. There it was again, right over there. Something is definitely feeding. Good sign. Stuff is active today. We've already got a hit here, and we've got stuff feeding over there on the top water. I really do like this new reel I got though, the Shakespeare Alpha. Only $25, and it seems like it should do the job pretty well on these big catfish that I'm after this year. Oh, Wonder how long it's been like that. That whole piece is gone. I'm wondering if that first bite we had just took that thing right off of there. That's interesting. Good thing I reeled it up because we were just soaking a hook out there by itself. Very interesting. I didn't think they'd be able to take it off that easily. That's a cast right there. That's gonna get it done for us. Unless something steals our bait. But I cast it around for a while off camera with the white jig and everything, and as I suspected, nothing was hitting up on that. That's a bite. That is a bite. Something's on it right now. Felt just like before. Definitely not a crab or something. Definitely a fish. But he's just picking it up, letting it drop. Definitely a catfish. There he is. Subtle little taps on it. There's another hit. There's another one. There's another one. That's another one. That's a... Oh, we got him. We got him. Dude, he was destroying that thing. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, feels decent too. I wasn't even gonna come to this spot today, but I had a gut feeling. I don't think it's too big, but it ain't bad. Yes. Man, he was really playing with that thing hard. There we go. First catfish of the year for me. Not a big one, but probably 2-3 pounder. Nice. Little channel cat. All right. You guys saw he was just pounding that chicken. Boom. There we go. Fat little channel cat. Okay. Perfect hook set as well right there. Nice little old slimy guy. Perfect hook set with that circle hook. He kind of did hook himself. And I didn't really have to set the hook on him. Obviously we're after ones much bigger than this, but anytime you're catching fish, I will not complain. Okay, got him unhooked, and a beautiful little Mr. Whiskers right there. Cool colors on them. I love these channel cats when they're small. The color pattern right there is super cool. See how long he is right here. It's a nice part about this dock. They got the little measuring thing. 17.5-inch channel cat right there. Let's go ahead and let him go. Hopefully get his bigger brother in a minute here. First fish on the new reel as well, and it held up beautifully. Now let's hope we get a chance to really see how it does on a big one. That's another hit, exactly. Right in the same spot. About a minute after I cast it back out there after the last fish. Could have another one here in a minute. You really never know how big they are until you get the hook in them. Because even the big ones will just pick it up and drop it like this one's doing right now. I feel like he might have taken my bait because he hasn't touched it again in about 2 minutes. So give it about another minute. If it still is on there, wait for him to bite again. But I'll probably reel it up here just to make sure I'm not wasting my time having an empty hook sitting out there. So a lot of these smaller ones are pretty good at taking it right off the line. You got me this time, fish, but I'm coming right back for you. There he is again. Come on, eat it. Eat it. We got him. We got him. He listened to me and he ate it. I think a small one here. Yep. Might be even smaller than the last one, but hey, we're catching fish. No complaints here. I told you I was gonna get you. Oh, that's a little bullhead. Look how small this catfish is and how big the bait was that he was eating and how big the hook is that we got him on. That's hilarious. Almost hooked him through the brain with how big this hook is. Look at that. Big hook will still catch small fish like that apparently. So fish number 2. Get him right back out there and we'll get some new bait on the hook. Those are those pesky little ones that always take your bait. The bullheads. It's a completely different species than the channels, and we even have blue catfish in here too, which is an invasive species. There we go. See if we can hook up on number 3. That's another hit again as soon as I'm out there. Oh, he's running now a little bit. He's running now. Do I got him? I think I got him. Tiny fish. Look at this thing. We're gonna use this guy as bait if it is a bullhead. Yep, little bullhead. Sorry, bud, but you're the unlucky one today. Perfect little bait size. I'm gonna dispatch of him humanely, and we're gonna cut him up into some little strips and see if there's any big cannibalistic catfish out there. You guys saw the piece of bait, I think I showed you guys. The piece of bait I put on here that this one ate. It was like literally this big. Well, we've seen that we can catch them on the chicken. Now let's see if anything wants a nice little fresh bullhead fillet right here. I've never used bullhead with fishing for catfish before, but I have seen videos on YouTube of people using it specifically for flatheads, but you never know if a big channel is gonna want this thing, so we'll see. Again, I really don't like keeping fish or killing fish for that matter, but I'm almost out of bait and I don't really have time today to run home and get some more. So there's plenty of bullhead in here. You're allowed to legally keep them and everything, so it's not really gonna hurt the fish population in here too much. There's tons of them here. Should stay on the hook a little bit better too. So far, definitely not the same level of interest on the bullhead that we were getting on the chicken. I have had a few taps here and there, but nothing like the level of activity that we had just a minute ago. So I may switch back to the chicken for now and then only use the bullhead when I have to. All right, nice big piece of chicken. Gonna get the job done for me. It's already come through 3 times. Let's make it 4. You guys see that? Look at the rod tip. There he is. He's getting aggressive with it now. I'm ready for you, bud. Take it whenever. I'll be here all day. Gonna get you now or I'm gonna get you later, so might as well be now. Yep. There we go. Seems a little bit better. I don't want to get my hopes up. Might just be another bullhead. And I think it is, man. Like I said, tons of bullheads out here. Or no, you know what? That's a channel. Sweet. Look at the speckles on this thing. He almost looks like a trout. I don't know if that's naturally how they're supposed to look, but he's pretty cool looking. If any of you guys know what causes those spots like that, or if it's just a natural thing that they have, let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious. Let's send him on his way. I love the way those channels swim. It's almost like a shark. You guys that fish for catfish a lot know what I mean. But when they just swim off, literally look like a little dogfish in the water. Right there in that same spot every time, there's just a lot of fish stacked up. And eventually, we're gonna run into a big one. It might not be today in this episode, but we put in the time out here. There are giant catfish that swim through these waters and will hit your bait if you put in the effort and the time out here. So we're gonna be here a lot. You're gonna see this dock quite a few times here on the channel this year. I think we only filmed here once or twice last year, but it's a spot that we're gonna be coming to a lot in the summer months and the spring as well. Oh, he's on, he's on, he's on. Last one on the chicken. He was playing with it for so long, you guys don't even know. This is a lot of fun, man. What are you? Another bullhead. Crazy, crazy amount of bullheads that are just devouring that chicken. I thought we'd kind of avoid these guys today with the bigger hooks and the larger bait size that we're using, but these things are like mini flathead catfish. So aggressive. I know the lighting isn't great, but you can see why people call them mini flatheads. They look just like them right there. Check that out. Super cool little fish. If you listen closely, he's croaking at you too. Not sure if you guys could hear that, but 5th fish of the day. Look how fat that thing is, man. All right, we made it over here to the next spot for today. I didn't even think I was gonna come back out here and continue fishing, but I went home, got something to eat, picked up some more chicken, and we made the move over to a different location here. This pond actually flows into the same exact river that we were already fishing. And when it rains heavily like it did yesterday, the fish come in through the pipes to feed. So there could be some big catfish in here as well. So we're gonna set up shop right here on these rocks, cast out here where it drops off, and hopefully our success continues. I actually would have gone back to the original location where we started today at if I had more time, but we only got like an hour left of daylight, and that spot's a little bit further away from my house, so I bopped over here to a close location, and hopefully it pans out, man. We got one on. We got one on, the chicken. Oh yeah, yes. Okay. This thing has been sitting out here for an hour. I've been bass fishing. And I look over, my rod's almost going into the water. Best fish of the day. Oh, boom. That's a blue catfish right there. And he's killing my hand. Holy cow. Oh, my heart is racing. That is insane. My adrenaline's going nuts right now. I was literally down there by that tree throwing this crankbait for bass, and I look over here and my rod is just going insane. Nice little blue cat, probably about a 2-pounder. I thought I had a giant, but hey, that's all right. One more fish to cap off this video if this is the last guy we get tonight. Boom. Look at him. Such a cool fish.